So the idea for the Global Leadership Summit in Ethiopia came to us from the Willow Creek Association because of our contacts in Ethiopia.
When I first heard about that we would maybe go to Ethiopia to help put on the summit, I thought it was insane. I thought it was crazy. I thought it was exciting.
I immediately thought of all the practical details and thought, well, that's impossible. I mean, I've been to Ethiopia and I've been to these places that don't have power, and I thought, where are we going to seat everybody and how is this ever going to happen?
When I had initially heard that we would take the summit there, it just felt natural and right if we could just find the right partner, the right church to be with.
We went to Ethiopia and found a church there, the International Evangelical Church, and asked if we could partner together to sponsor the Global Leadership Summit in Ethiopia. And it's been a fantastic journey to work with them. To get ready for the summit, there was a lot of negotiation that had to happen between the Ethiopian people, between the Willow Creek Association, between our church.
I found myself going back in the notebooks preparing for our summit and looking at all the event manager list of things and wondering how in the world we were going to do those kind of things in Ethiopia.
Some of the things that I had to do in advance was figure out ways that we could do what we do in the United States and do it there. It was going to be such a different approach.
Probably the hardest thing was just working with a team in a different time zone, a different country, and making sure we were all on the same page about what we wanted to do.
So we knew that we were going to need a really high quality projector in order to show all of the videos for the summit in Ethiopia. And once we were able to get the projector, that was exciting. We had a projector. We knew that this would work. The only problem, it was in America and the summit was going to be in Ethiopia. And so there was really this sense of, God, I can't do this. I'm not going to be able to take it. How are we going to be able to make this work? Thanks to some international contacts that we have and some friends that God led into our path, we were able to get the projector there. And weeks before any of our team arrived in Ethiopia, we knew that the projector had made it.
You kind of have some idea what you're going to do and how the summit's going to go, because most of us have been there before and have participated, but the real fun's doing it in another place. And so we had to get all of our clothes together. We had to get all kinds of paraphernalia that you just don't need when you're going to something in this country.
Athens is a rural community of 12,000 people, 90 minutes outside of Dallas. Our church began over 150 years ago, and each Sunday we have about 500 people. It might be easy for us to feel like our impact is limited, but we know that by trusting in what God has called us to, that we can get on a plane, travel for 27 hours, and help bring leadership training to a city of 4.5 million people.
When I first walked off the plane in Ethiopia, I was thrilled to see the pastor and some of his support staff there ready to greet us and eager and excited about the coming days.
Ethiopia is such a unique place. The sights, the sounds, the smells, everything about it is special. And this trip was even more so because I knew that there were going to be people waiting for us at the gate. People that were going to take us to a place I had never been before. They were going to take us to this incredible church.
One of our biggest fears that we had to trust God with was just getting through customs. So that was just on my mind the whole moment from when we landed to get through. We were bringing lots of things over to give to the church and to help us set up. And a few of those elements, if they had been taken at customs, would have made it very difficult for us to do summit. So there was a lot of praying when we landed to say, God, please come through in this moment.
I was scared half to death because everybody was pushing me here and there. We went through the visa lines. I'm just looking to Kyle. He's explaining what, and he's kept saying, this is going way faster than I expected it to. We got to the baggage claim and we were expecting to be screened, and my backpack had computer stuff in it that nothing would work if that didn't go through. The man just waved us through. I mean, God just had his angels all over us, and all of us, the rest of us, walked through without being screened.
We went straight to the church and worked for 2 straight days to get everything ready. And it was one of the funnest things that I've ever been a part of. The event in Ethiopia went off without a hitch. We started with a live speaker. Bill was able to fly in to be able to be that speaker, and he did a great job. And then we had 2 other live speakers during the event, Eleni, Gabre-Mahdin, who helped found the Ethiopian Commodity Exchange, a fantastic leader in the country of Ethiopia, doing more to alleviate hunger than anybody I know that's there. And then Haile Gebrselassie, who's the most recognized athlete in all of Ethiopia, came and brought greetings and then stayed because he was so transfixed by the things that were going on.
My favorite moment of watching the summit happen at the International Evangelical Church was just seeing all of the leaders gathered around their tables talking after each one of the summit talks that we saw. They would sit there and they would just discuss how could they take what they had seen on this video and translate it to their context.
One of the diplomatic leaders rushed over at a break and said, "How can I get this in my country? My people need to hear this."
I could tell from being in the room with the other people that it was touching them as well. It was really a good moment.
We got the whole team from Africa that we partnered with singing with us, and we sang, "Lord, You Are Good," and in that pre-chorus, we sang the words, "People from every nation and tongue, from generation declaring as one." And when I looked out and saw that there were some 40 different nations present, it was a whole different filter, and I just felt the presence of God and the unity that Christ brings among a bunch of people that don't even know each other.
Seeing so many different people and realizing that we are all the same, we all worship the same God, and I just felt like the world got smaller to me and God just got so much bigger. I think the long-term impact of the Leadership Summit in Ethiopia has the potential of just changing the world.
We believe in the years to come that we're going to be able to launch 5 or 6 other satellite sites in Ethiopia, and we'll have 5,000 or 6,000 people that are going to be getting leadership training in Ethiopia.
It's wonderful to see the House of God prepare such a leadership conference and install the Christian principles into the whole world.
I think everything really rises and falls on leadership, and great leaders help to change society.
We believe leadership training is of utmost importance as we want to see this country thriving and well.
These are 2 days that you set aside to get inspired and also maybe to unfocus and to have a better view over your life again.
Oh my God, you know, these people love Jesus and they're doing all of this for Jesus.
I'm hoping for some people it sets a new standard for what leadership can be, and so it broadens what they think of as what they can accomplish and what can be done.
We need leaders. We absolutely need leaders.
We're looking for other churches that want to partner with us and the Willow Creek Association and with the people of Ethiopia to help bring high-quality leadership training every year into the Ethiopian context.
All you've got to do is just take the risk, and it's worth every moment of it. Get your people involved, get them to go, and it'll change their life as well as change the lives of the people you touch.
If you have any interest at all, please contact the Willow Creek Association International Office.